I'm at the gym right now, and I was kind of thinking, one of my clients that I have is kind of going through some life at the moment, and she's really struggling with doubting herself, doubting her business. So I'm trying to figure out what workout I'm going to do next. I'm doing some arms and some back today, but so I put this over here. She's having a lot of trouble with, doubting herself and trying to figure out how this all is going to work, because she started creating content. She kind of has a personal brand, but not necessarily, not really. And one of the biggest things is that with people I work with, we start doing ads and we really dial in on who exactly we're talking to. And with her, niche is very specific, and it's really in the medical field, helping pregnant women with their health. And the biggest thing is when you come from that, traditional field where you're going to school and doing all that stuff, everything's pretty straightforward. You go to school for a certain amount of years, you get your certificates or your degrees or whatever you want to call it, and then immediately you start working in that thing, right? Well, the thing with her program is that she's trying to do it in a different way. She's kind of trying to go against the grain of traditional medicine. She's trying to take the more holistic route and stuff like that. And one of the things that is really screwing her up is it's just doubt. She's trying to figure out is this gonna work? What's gonna happen? How does it work? Blah blah blah. And I just want to say, if there's anything that you could take out of your business right now before you get anything started, it's doubt. Cut that crap out as soon as you can, because it's only going to screw you up in the long run. It's going to cause you to make different decisions, to question yourself. Even myself, when I first got started with this, this new business, this new coaching idea, I knew that it would work because I understand how ads work. I understand that obviously the coaching industry, works, but that imposter syndrome started to kick in of can you do this though? Are you capable? And then there's that time, when you first get started, you're not going to just throw in, $1,000 in your ads when you first start. And so, starting off, it was really hard to trust, for lack of better words, that those results are going to start coming in. But it's just, that's where faith kicks in, right? You can't be anxious, you can't worry, you can't doubt. You got to have faith, you got to believe that you can do what you set out to do. And that's how you have to operate. You can't operate out of fear, you have to operate out of faith. I know I'm talking about coaching, but that's with anything. Whether you want to be an athlete, you want to be an artist, a coach, you got to get rid of the doubt. You got to believe that you can do something before you see any type of progress, any type of results, before you start believing that you can't do things. Because the thing is that faith works both ways, right? You're either going to believe that you can do it or you can't do it. You're gonna either believe that you can do it or you can't do it. And at the end of the day, whichever one you act on is the one that's going to happen in your life. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to start this coaching business and I'm going to start these ads, but they're not going to work. I'm not going to get any clients. I'm not going to book any appointments. All this stuff. But what's going to happen? Sorry, I'm going to lower the weight just a tad. What's going to happen is that you're going to start to act on that belief. And faith is just action taken on a belief, right? So that's why it works both ways. If you don't believe something's gonna work, you're still acting either way. Whew. Try to get 5 more in. Cool. So why not just believe that you can do the thing and then just act on that belief and just trust God with the rest? At the end of the day, that's what you're doing either way, right? So like when you act on worry, all you're doing is saying, God, protect me from this thing that I'm afraid of, right? And then you're acting on it, and so you're out. Well, it can also work the opposite way, where you believe that something's going to work for you. You start acting on it, and you say, God, guide me, walk me through how this is going to work, and He will. My first month of doing this coaching thing, I didn't have any type of results. I didn't have any type of like case studies. I didn't really have any type of tangible evidence that I could make this whole thing work. But I understood social media, I understood branding, I understood ads, and I knew that if someone could trust me to work with them, that I could do it. And I could help them scale their business and do whatever they needed to do, right? Well, hindsight is 2020, right? Looking back, I needed to find someone to work with that would allow me, sorry, you get my water from over here, that would allow me to kind of use them as a crash dummy, or like a trial, for lack of better words. And I knew a lady, she was a fitness coach, and starting off, I said, hey, look, here's what I'll do for you. You pay me $300 right now. I'll start working with you. We'll do a 6-month contract, one-on-one. And whenever you sign 2 clients, just pay me the other $2,700. I charge her $3,000, like as far as like the full price. But I told her, hey, look, you pay me $300 today. Pay me $300 today, and we'll start the process, right? So she already had a business, and the thing was that she had gone, I think she was in business already for about 18 months, something like that, and she had signed a few clients, but they were paying her like $500 or something like that. I don't really know what they were paying her. So I'm also trying to figure out some different ways. Not 100% sure what exactly they were paying her, but long story short, she decided to trust me, and we worked together. We started working on our personal brand, started to put things together, started to dial in her offer, we dialed in her niche, figured out who exactly her dream client was. So when she started, she was focusing on, honestly, she was focusing on Black women, and that was pretty much like what she wanted, as far as like training. She was training Black women specifically, and we kind of broadened it out a little bit more just to make it a little bit more like friendly, for lack of better words. So we said, okay, we're gonna change this to Christian. What do we do? Christian women, if I'm not mistaken, or Christian something. We like picked up a little bit more specific within the Christian community for women. And then we started creating content around Christian women. So that way, when people did come to her page, or we did start running her ad and she started getting these new followers, they could go straight to her page, talk about, and they go straight to her page and really gather information, start to trust her a little bit more, and want to be coached by her instead of her like having to reach out to all these other people. And things started going really well, honestly. Like I would say her first 5 days of working together, she gained like literally like 200 followers within the first few days. She booked like 18 appointments. She started closing appointments, and looking back, obviously that was a little bit ago, but looking back at it, she chose to go on faith and not doubt, because honestly, if she would have doubted me or doubted the process of how all this stuff works, she'd still be sending cold DMs, doing cold calls, scrambling for clients. Guys, it was like 6 months. It's been like from January to April, she signed 0 clients. We started working together. Within her first 30 days, she's already signing clients. No cold outreach. We completely got rid of cold outreach. Everyone's coming straight to her DMs, and it's simple. When she hits 30K a month, or maybe even sooner, when she hits 20K a month, I told her we'd do a video like this, like a one-on-one type of like video where I can let you guys kind of hear her story and how she kind of got into the industry, what changed, and all that fun stuff. So I'm excited about that. But at the end of the day, guys, I know I'm rambling, but I just want to say, make sure you guys are having faith in yourself and in your decisions that you're making, in your business, in your life. Because whether you do something or don't do something, you're showing where your faith lies. And that's either in yourself or that's in something else. You're either gonna trust yourself that you can do something, or you're gonna trust yourself that you can't do something. And either way, you're right. Either way, you just gotta start taking action on the belief that you want to happen in your life, and then pray to God that He helps you through it, and that it's in His will that that thing shall be done. And if it is, then it will be. And if it's not, He'll steer you in the right direction. We don't always get what we think we should. We don't always get what we want. And if you're a parent, like I am, and you have kids and you're training your kids the right way, then that's probably something that you're teaching your kids too. Is that we don't always get what we want. At the end of the day, your parents know what's best. God is our parent. He knows what's best for us. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't know why that was kind of on my heart today, of just doubting and having fear versus faith, and pulling the trigger on things that you probably should, and believing in yourself and believing that you can do things even when it feels like you can't. Guys, if you have a coaching business, trust me, you can scale it. If you have a coaching business, you do things right, you can definitely scale it. All you need is a niche. You need a dream client. You need to understand the pain points of your client, of your future customer. You need to have the solution and be the solution and talk about that solution and that pain point as much as you can, right? Then you pop some ads on your business, get a good appointment setting. You get a good appointment setting system down where you can turn these new people, these new followers, these new fans into customers. The sky's the limit. That's it, but you can't be afraid to create content. You can't doubt yourself. People can sense doubt. People can sense fear. You got to be the expert in that field and in that industry that people can trust, they can go to, they can gather information, and they want to get that information from you. So with that, guys, I'm all wrapped up. When you're ready to scale your business, you know where the link is in the description of all my videos. I'm getting to a point now where I don't want to do sales calls anymore. They're kind of frustrating, if I'm honest with you. I don't like jumping on calls with people that are like not sure what they want, or they know what they want but they just don't know how to pull the trigger. Like, I want to work with people that pull the trigger and get to work. I don't have to convince anybody. I don't want to have to sell you on anything. I want it to just be like, look, this is what I need. This is what you got. Boom, let's match. Let's work. Put things together. Scale the business out, right? And I'm sure that's what you want too. So, like I said, the link's in the description below. Be ready to scale your business. Go ahead and do that. I will send you the payment link. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram, and we go ahead and get started. So, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.